Red was one of the toughest opponents I ever faced. No matter how hard I hit her, which was pretty hard, she never backed down. Sorry, it feels strange to stand up here and talk about her in the past tense. Don't get me wrong, I'm honored to do this, but I never thought it would happen so soon. For Red or her best friend, Trey. Wherever Red went, Trey was there too. And tonight's no different. They truly are a package deal. They've always had each other's backs, and that was certainly the case when I faced off against Red in a Money in the Bank ladder match.
Right now, this is anyone's match as far as I'm concerned.
I'm sticking with my pick of the rookie sensation, Red, to take home the briefcase.
Red faced an uphill battle just to qualify for this match. You have to wonder if that'll affect your chances here tonight.
Of course it will. You need to be fully rested if you want to win a grueling match like this. And Red came into tonight running on fumes.
There she goes. Ooh, what a punch.
That's how you stop your opponent.
Look at this. DDT! Like, boom, what a forearm. And Shayna Baszler making her think twice. Oh, man! Ouch. Everyone must bow to the queen, especially her opponent.
And Shayna Baszler evades that one.
Lethal combination.
Pick the leg.
Oh, man. That'll tear your hamstring. Oh, straight forearm. Charlotte Flair has her trapped. Oh, backpack stunner.
Back now inside the ring.
Now step up Enziguri. Right in the ear. She's in control. Big time slam. Vicious. Incoming. Bang right in the face. Oof.
Exiting the ring.
It's going to be a race to the briefcase between Red and Ronda Rousey.
Hold on, the rest of their opponents are not ready for this match to be over.
And Red and Ronda come crashing down.
It's an absolute free-for-all to see who's going to get the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Ronda and Red have recovered, and I think they might have other plans.
Oh, no.
This is total chaos.
The window of opportunity is now wide open for Red and Ronda Rousey.
Dominating shoulder tackle. As we all know, guys, there's an inherent danger to competing in a Money in the Bank ladder match, though you wouldn't know it by the way these superstars have approached this match with such energy and drive.
A win here would be a bit of a surprise.
A shock. Come on, the clock's ticking.
Slam! Producing a trampling. Whoa, the ladder hits. Jeez, that's gonna hurt. Again with it.
She's showing no mercy tonight.
Dangerous situation here, guys. Downright treacherous.
Red setting up for something big.
Well, if Red thinks she can match Ronda Rousey with strikes, then she's insane.
And now Ronda is punishing Red.
Is it too late to change my pick?
Wait a second. Red reverses. Zelina Vega has recovered and is setting up a ladder.
She's using everything she has left to drag herself up each rung. But will it be enough?
It might not be. Red's going to try to beat Zelina to the top.
Hold on, it's Andrade. What's he doing out here?
Is he putting Zelina Vega on his shoulders? How is this legal?
It's not only legal, it's smart.
It's Trey. I think he's seen enough from Andrade.
Trey has neutralized Andrade.
opening Red needed. This pains me to admit, Byron, but you might have been right about your prediction.
She's going to do it. In her first attempt, Red is going to win the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Wait, it's Ronda Rousey. This isn't over yet.
Ronda's got Red's arm.
Armbar on the top of the ladder.
She's got it locked in. Red's in big trouble.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for her to grab a briefcase with a broken arm.
Can she escape before it's too late?
This truly is a historic day. I don't think I've seen you dressed up since our senior prom.
Oh yeah, our one and only date together because no one else would go with us?
I remember showing up in that sweet homemade $1 million man suit. Didn't you wear a cane mask? No wonder we couldn't get dates.
To be fair, the theme of the prom was a masquerade.
Still weird.
You have the list, right?
No, I thought you had it.
Seriously?
I put it in the safe just like you told me to. Man, the way you treat that thing, you'd think it was the Magnet Carta.
Did you say magnet?
Yeah, it's some really old, valuable magnet, right?
Just get it out of there.
No one was going to break into a hotel room and steal an old piece of notebook paper from high school.
It's not just an old piece of paper. That list has been the roadmap to our entire careers, and now there's only one thing left to cross off. Did you forget the combination?
It might have slipped my mind, but don't worry, I wrote it down on my phone. Which is also in the safe. This is why I always said we should have got the list tattooed on us. No chance of losing it, and we'd have way more street cred.
Yeah? Well, I'm gonna be getting a teardrop tattoo if you don't get that thing open.
Yeah.
This is what's going to give us confidence, recognition, success, everything we've ever wanted.
Your Earth Science notebook is going to do all that?
No. We're going to use it to make a list of everything we'll accomplish someday when we become WWE superstars.
We could do that. Or we could play my favorite lunchtime game, Guess What Mr. Bowman's Sweat Stains Look Like Today. I'm kind of seeing a heart shape. What do you think?
I think you need to take this seriously. Besides, it's a proven fact that if you write down your goals, it helps you achieve them.
Actually, now I'm thinking it looks more like a one-eared rabbit.
Fine. I'll go first to get the ball rolling. Become WWE Divas Champion. Your turn.
Okay. Star in a WWE action movie.
Really? That's one of your goals?
Do you want me to do the list or not? Besides, it's a proven fact, WWE action movies are some of the finest pieces of cinematic art ever produced, so it would be an honor to appear in one.
Whatever. Train at the dungeon.
Come up with awesome wrestling names.
Team with Mickey James.
Get my own action figure.
Compete on NXT.
Win a dance-off.
Wrestle Lita.
Find out what's inside Undertaker's urn.
Get inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Be in a WWE video game.
Win a ladder match.
I've got a match for you. My butt, your face. What are you two fartwads doing? This table is reserved for wrestling team members only.
I thought there was a lot of boogers stuck underneath it.
Funny. You can leave now.
Sorry, we're busy.
Get my own action figure, become WWE Divas Champion. Is this some kind of WWE nerd vision board?
Hey! Being immortalized in semi-posable plastic is the greatest thing a human being can achieve.
Don't ever touch our stuff again.
What, like this?
That was a huge mistake.
For one, can't wait to see Red put Brooklyn in her place.
Oh, so much for unbiased commentary.
Hey, this is Red's memory of how it went down, so of course I'm pulling for her. You are too.
Oh, yeah, I am. Go Red!
This reminds me of that movie with the spinning top. Everything's confusing and a little bit off. For example, I wasn't even a WWE commentator when Red was in high school.
Well, you're barely a WWE commentator now. None of this makes sense. Just sit back and enjoy the ride, Saxton.
Brooklyn Von Braun is a terrible human being and deserves everything she's getting here tonight.
I could not agree more, Michael.
I couldn't believe what Brooklyn did to their list. I mean, what did she expect was going to happen after that?
Yeah, if you ask me, Brooklyn's the real fartwad. This reminds me of the time I stood up to my bully in high school after years of being picked on.
Weren't you homeschooled?
Yeah, but my sister was pretty tough back then.
If the principal shows up, Brooklyn started it, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Totally.
No matter what happens here, I think we can all agree that Red rules and Brooklyn drools, right?
Without a doubt.
Brooklyn might have an opening here.
Brooklyn gets nailed with the sliding lunch tray takedown.
Can Red capitalize?
She's going up top.
Red with the picture-perfect moonsault.
That's it. It's all over. Red cemented herself as way tougher and cooler than Brooklyn will ever be.
That's exactly what happens when you make fun of Red. You pay dearly.
I'm still kind of confused about everything that just happened, guys.
Well, don't hurt your imaginary head, Byron.
Wait, let me get this straight. You remember your fight with Brooklyn when we were in high school, taking place in a WWE arena with a ring, sold-out crowd, and commentators?
The guy who can't remember the safe combination is questioning my memory?
No, the guy who can't remember the safe combination is questioning your sanity.
Whatever. I may have taken a few liberties with my story, but that is how I choose to remember it.
Well, as much as I'd love to join you in rewriting history, that day is scorched into my brain because that's how I got my nickname, Trey. This is how it really went down.
Get my own action figure? Become WWE Divas Champion? Is this some kind of WWE nerd vision board?
Hey! Being immortalized in semi-posable plastic is the greatest thing a human being can achieve.
Don't ever touch our stuff again.
What, like this?
That was a huge mistake.
Oh no, I've unleashed Hothead Red!
I'm gonna take that marker, bring it to your grandmother's nursing home, and cross out parts of her chart so when the nurse goes to give her turn-down service, she won't know to flip her over. That's right, I'm gonna give your grandmother bed sores.
What is wrong with you?
Calm down, deep breaths, maybe we can talk this out.
I'm done talking. Ah!
This is what happens when you mess with the captain of the wrestling team. What are you gonna do? Hit me with a steel chair? Put me through a table?
Hit her with the chair. I'm going to get help.
Everyone already knows Hothead Red, but let me introduce you to her best friend, Trey. Get it? Because he busted his butt on a lunch tray. Trey. Now her face matches her nickname. Hothead Red. Hothead Red. Hothead Red. Hothead Red. Hothead Red.
That could have been way worse.
Yeah. Brooklyn could have posted a video of the whole thing online. Oh, wait, that's exactly what she did.
I meant she could have dumped something worse on me, like mayo or hot sauce. And hey, at least she didn't destroy our list.
So what? I'm not gonna do any of those things anyway.
What do you mean?
We were just embarrassed in front of the entire school, and currently 672 people on the internet.
I bet a bunch of those are repeat views.
Great! We're not even touching on the fact that I got beat up by a lunch tray. I'm never going to be a WWE superstar. I'll just go to college and get a lame job like my parents want me to.
I think you need to read the letter again.
See? This is what I'm talking about. I can't even open my locker.
What's your combination?
1633-9, I think.
Letter, please. Here we go. I think this section is relevant right now. You've probably asked yourself a million times, why? Why didn't they want to be my parents? The truth is we did, but we had to make the hardest decision of our lives because we didn't feel we could give you the life you deserved. And that life is one where you can have the freedom to follow your dreams no matter what they might be, to become anything you want.
Using the only letter I have from my real parents as some sort of motivational speech is kind of a cheap move.
They're right, though. You got a second chance in life, and you need to make the most of it. So why sell yourself short? You need to at least try.
Fine. But when this whole WWE thing doesn't work out, I'm blaming you.
It'll work out. I promise. Assuming you never have to wrestle a lunch tray.
They're actually a lot tougher than they look.
Okay, so maybe my memory of that day is a little off. Severe emotional trauma will do that. But did I really say all that stuff about her grandmother?
Yep. You had some serious rage issues back then. Did you also forget that's how you got your nickname because you were always seeing red?
No, I remember. And then Brooklyn tacked on the hot head part.
Gotta give her credit for that. You know, the rhyming definitely made it catchier. Hot head red, hot head red, hot head red.
Okay, we get it. Have you figured out that's safe yet?
No, but I'm pretty sure I used the same combination I've always used for everything, which is... Got it!
Finally.
Was never in doubt.
I'm sorry you were locked in there all alone for so long. Mommy won't ever let that happen again.
There's something seriously wrong with you.
You're just jealous. We should get going. We can't be late.
Hey, we got a message from President Johnson. Do you think you impressed the most electrifying president in United States history with all your career achievements? Actually, you do. All the best on your big day. I'll be watching from the People's White House.
That's cool. But I voted for Kane.
I still can't believe it's really all over for you and Red.
I know. It is starting to sink in, though.
Just this morning, I was thinking about that time we faced each other in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Man, that was brutal.
Yeah. But thanks to you in that match, now every time my jaw hurts, I know it's gonna rain.
Really? Maybe you should get that checked out.
No way. You might be the champ who runs the camp, but I'm the champ who knows when it's damp.
Yeah, that doesn't quite have the same ring to it.
Hey, pull that match up on your phone if you don't mind.
I spoke to Trey and AJ before this match, and both men admitted they didn't have a lot of experience in Falls Count Anywhere matches.
Taking that into consideration, Trey did tell me he used a rather unusual training method to prepare for tonight. He played hours and hours of Falls Count Anywhere matches on WWE 2K.
Yeah, because nothing will prepare you for one of the most brutal matches of your career, quite like sitting on a couch playing video games all day and night. What an idiot.
AJ Styles caught a bit off guard there.
Which is a rare sight. He knew he'd get hurt. In a match like this, you can't avoid it.
Package driver. He's been quickly taking control here.
He's looking relentless.
If you want to know why AJ Styles is determined to be the best this industry has to offer, check out the tattoos on his torso.
I'm no stranger to ink. I mean, it's my show, Superstar Ink. AJ's tattoos catch your eye because they show what's most important to Styles, his family.
The dangers in this kind of match are endless. Byron, what can we expect in this one?
It's all about the dangers of the unknown. The fight could go anywhere. An attack can come from anywhere.
Well, this is when we see just how far someone's willing to go to defeat their opponent, because anything goes.
AJ Styles able to avoid damage there.
Such a technician. Hooked him.
DDT. Saw what he had in mind there. And another reversal. Seems like we're back where we began, Michael. Nicely done, snap suplex.
So quick. Yeah, those tattoos we discussed, if you can slow down Styles enough to actually read them, you'll see a series of dates that correspond to the births of his children.
AJ Styles already has an exceptional skill set, but those tattoos show that Styles has a never-ending supply of motivation as well.
Very curious move to go for a pinfall at this point.
He just powered out there, Cole.
Finds a way to reverse. Back in the ring now. He's looking to bring this one to the outside where things can get ugly in an instant. Look at this.
My goodness.
Can he score the pin?
Maybe.
A kick out, and you can see. The frustration starting to build.
I am in shock. What's it going to take to keep this guy down? Gets out of dodge there. Hooked up. Great display of strength with the suplex. Oh, what's it going to be?
Patch, suplex.
Hooked up. And
Michinoku driver. Shoulders down. And he got a near fall out of it.
Man, oh man.
Kick right to the midsection. Perhaps thinking about what to do next here. Back to the torso here.
eliminate the core. This is a great move.
We've got it covered. I don't know too many other guys that would have been able to kick out of that.
Yeah, and AJ is showing the heart that's made him a champion. Can't teach that. AJ Styles moved out of the way there.
A striking blow. Gotta wonder how this is going to end, Byron.
It's not going to be good.
Powerbomb planted. His shoulders are down. Oh, how resilient was that?
I don't believe it. He refuses to lose.
Arm drag. Very nice.
Bodies must be writhing in pain right now. The breaking point must be on the horizon.
But yet they continue forward, showing no desire to quit.
There it is.
Did you hear that crack?
Oh, and that's the second time.
You don't want to get hit with that once, let alone twice.
AJ Styles with a nice reversal.
Oh, saw it coming.
He's in a bad spot, guys.
I wouldn't be surprised if he hightails it through the crowd. You should go with him, Byron.
Raw drop kick.
He just cannot be caught. This has been an absolute battle of attrition.
I spoke to Trey and AJ before this match, and both men admitted they didn't have a lot of experience in Falls Count Anywhere matches.
Taking that into consideration, Trey did tell me he used a rather unusual training method to prepare for tonight. He played hours and hours of Falls Count Anywhere matches on WWE 2K.
Yeah, because nothing will prepare you for one of the most brutal matches of your career, quite like sitting on a couch playing video games all day and night. What an idiot. This deep into a match is where trouble rises, where injuries...
Oh, read him there.
He could pin his opponent right here.
1, 2.
Well, that was a
Still
close
in it.
call.
Yeah, and if you want to put AJ Styles away, you best come with more than that. What a warrior.
Straight punch. Great offense by AJ Styles.
That's not great, Cole. That's phenomenal.
A striking blow. AJ Styles with a nice reversal. What grace. Float over into the DDT.
Stomping. Ouch. Ooh, what impact.
Boom. Reversal. What a counter.
Lightning fast reflexes.
This is a tough spot to find yourself in, that's for sure. Oh, no, look out, guys. Broken in half. Cover. Shoulders are down.
1, 2.
He got it. No, kick out at 2.
He needs to change something fast, guys.
Kick right to the midsection.
Situations like this usually don't end very pleasantly. There's the cutter.
It's been a struggle for these competitors to find an end to this match. But here he goes for the win.
Can he close it out? 1, 2.
I don't know how he keeps kicking out.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Got him up. Big reversal.
Very difficult position to be in right now.
Man. What a cutter.
And here's a cover.
One, 2.
I question every bit of that decision, Cole. It looked to me like he had him.
Oh, the reversal by AJ Styles. The longer this fight goes on, the more wear and tear on each. I spoke to Trey and AJ before this match, and both men admitted they didn't have a lot of experience in Falls Count Anywhere matches.
Taking that into consideration, Trey did tell me he used a rather unusual training method to prepare for tonight. He played hours and hours of Falls Count Anywhere matches on WWE 2K.
Yeah, because nothing will prepare you for one of the most brutal matches of your career, quite like sitting on a couch playing video games all day and night. What an idiot.
How much longer can these superstars Uh-oh. Shot in the back.
AJ's in big trouble.
That should do it right there. Dug down deep and gets the shoulder up.
He's showing the heart of a warrior here tonight. Treading all over their opponent.
Oh, what a right!
Man, that's some attitude behind it.
AJ Styles continues the head games. They get dangerous out here, especially when there are no countouts. Bang, right in the face. Bringing it back between the ropes. Straight punch. Spinning heel kick.
Up and down. Boom.
Can he score the pin? And he got a near fall out of it.
Yeah, and AJ is showing the heart that's made him a champion. Can't teach that.
He's going for it. He's got it. Oh, look, look. Here we go.
Heavy duty right hand.
And AJ Styles. And here we go. Looking to the armbar.
AJ Styles wins. I spoke to Trey and AJ before this match, and both men admitted they didn't have a lot of experience in Falls Count Anywhere matches.
Taking that into consideration, Trey did tell me he used a rather unusual training method to prepare for tonight. He played hours and hours of Falls Count Anywhere matches on WWE 2K.
Yeah, because nothing will prepare you for one of the most brutal matches of your career, quite like sitting on a couch playing video games all day and night. What an idiot.
I've got to say, the amount of punishment we've seen in the match would have already ended most superstars.
The level of resilience we're seeing is off the charts. I can see up to the rafters, and there's not a single person.
And another assault on his core.
Just taking it to it.
Continuing to punish the core here.
This has clearly been part of the game plan all along.
Everything in this match is legal, and we have cameras all over the arena. So wherever these superstars' imagination takes them, you won't miss any of the action.
And you need a limitless imagination to win a match like this. You have to stay on the attack because fortunes can change with just one move.
Yeah, especially in a situation where a limitless amount of real estate is your battleground.
He's bringing it back inside the ring now. Punishment to his midsection continues.
Yeah, and he might have some serious internal injury.
And more damage to the midsection.
This is how people get seriously hurt.
His midsection is getting absolutely destroyed here, Corey. Again, assaulting the torso.
Referee might want to...
And yet another attack on the torso.
The referee might need to make a tough decision here, Michael.
And another assault on his core.
Just taking it to his midsection.
Look at this. Continuing to punish the core here.
This has clearly been part of the game plan all along.
Head crank. His midsection is getting absolutely destroyed here, Corey.
At this point, he has to be concerned about internal damage.
AJ Styles with a nice reversal.
And AJ Styles makes him pay.
Backdrop suplex.
Up and around.
Power drop kick. Stomping down. Trap the arm. Neckbreaker.
Oh, here come the strikes from Styles.
Phenomenal blitz.
He goes for the quick pin attempt. Plenty of fight left.
Not yet.
Nicely done, snap suplex. So quick. AJ Styles setting a good pace now.
What do you think about that, Corey?
I disagree strongly.
Here comes a phenomenal one.
He get dangerous out here, especially when there are no countouts.
Well, AJ Styles is trying to get in his opponent's head right here.
The attack on the torso continues.
Wise move, taking out the core here, Michael.
Look out, this is spilling into the crowd.
Get out of the way!
And another assault on his core. And more damage to the midsection.
This is how people get seriously hurt. Great agility there.
Again, assaulting the torso. And another assault on his core.
Just taking it to his midsection.
The punishment to his midsection continues.
Yeah, and he might have some serious internal injuries at this point.
He's one step ahead there. And more damage to the punishment and yet another attack on the torso.
The referee might need to make a tough decision here, Michael.
Continuing to punish the core here.
This has clearly been part of the game plan all along.
His midsection is getting absolutely destroyed. Again, assaulting the torso. Referee targeting his torso now.
He's been going for his core all night, it seems. KO punch!
Oh, nasty impact.
Scoop slam! And it's reversed.
Paying for that mistake.
AJ Styles with a nice reversal.
Gotta find a way to get out of this. Man, that was a hard landing.
Incredible.
There was a lot of force behind that one.
Whacks him with the kendo stick.
I don't think he's done yet, Cole.
Lands the trash can.
That'll leave a mark.
Elbow drop.
Piercing.
Elbow drop. Turning the momentum to his favor.
He's gaining the upper hand here.
Definitely not where you want to be right now. Really taking it to his core here.
At this point, it may be a week before he stands upright again.
This is how people end up getting hurt. The cutter never ceases to amaze me.
That should do it right there. And he manages to get the shoulder up. Wow.
AJ Styles able to avoid damage there.
Such a technician. Had it scouted.
Yet another counter.
It's like they're both somehow one step ahead of each other. Kick right to the midsection. Full Nelson. Dragon suplex.
Stump puller leg snap.
That's going to hurt. Tear your hamstring.
Harsh impact.
Look at this. Snap suplex.
AJ Styles is pressed hard.
Oh, no. Dangerous maneuver there.
Oh, the reversal by AJ Styles.
He might have been waiting on that one.
And another assault on his core.
Just taking it to his midsection.
Right across the back of the neck. Hooked up. And
Michinoku's over.
Absolutely planted.
He's going for the pin. Near fall after near fall. What a battle. Tough situation to be in right here. Finds a way to get out of it.
That's what happens when you take your sweet time.
Ah, look at this. Spinning arm breaker.
Great reversal.
I gotta say, I'm impressed.
Very difficult position to be in right now.
Down in a hurry.
Definitely not where you want to be right now. Check your face after that one. And here we go now. Elbow drop. Big trouble for AJ Styles.
Styles has to find some way to shake this off quick. At the arm.
Oh, my goodness, crushing it. What's going to happen now? Exploder suplex. He's dictating the pace of this match now, guys.
He's in non-stop attack mode.
Bad uppercut.
That'll cost some teeth.
And listen to this place.
Kick right to the midsection. Boom, running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
Raw drop kick. He weaves out of the way.
Hooked up.
Shin breaker.
AJ Styles made him pay there.
Big time. An impressive series of moves.
Looks like nobody's budging, Cole.
A rolling elbow.
Well scouted reversal there.
Incredible.
There was a lot of force behind that one.
Doing some more damage here.
Michael, that is so dangerous.
Oh, man.
Inside the ring now. Down to the floor. Perhaps he's thinking the ring can't contain what he has in mind here.
Pops him up. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh my God, he's in position for Styles.
All he has to do is capitalize. Now, that's how you prove your dominance. Oh, man, I don't know who to root for.
Listen to this place. It's electric. Just carrying the opposition here. It's very clear that the physicality of this match is taking a toll on AJ. He's going for the pin. This could be it. 1, 2, 3. Against all odds, he's got the victory. Let's watch again how AJ Styles was toppled tonight.
A big singles victory here tonight.
AJ Styles is going to have to work a little bit harder to become a true contender in the WWE.
I have no doubt he will. And as we expected, WWE Extreme Rules has been a brutal evening.
I just wanted to congratulate you, Red. You really deserve this.
Thanks, Natty. I know we had some differences over the years, but we always worked them out in the ring.
Yeah, except that one time we got into it backstage. I didn't. You threw me into a road case.
Oh, yeah.
The usual stuff. Who was better, the title, you saying you were the best female superstar to ever come out of Calgary.
We all said some crazy stuff over the years, but no need to go into it right now. Thanks again for the kind words, Natty.
Hey, it's X-Pac.
Just keep walking, we don't have time.
We always have time for X-Pac. Besides, you can't just ignore a WWE Hall of Famer.
I can. Trey.
Pac, what's going on?
Hey guys, looking good.
You too.
Thanks. I'm on this new mustard-only diet.
As in mustard is the only condiment you use?
No, as in I only eat mustard. I've already dropped like 7 pounds.
That's interesting.
But enough about me. This is your big night. I swear it was just like yesterday when I first saw you two on the indie scene.
Yeah, at that point we were only a couple years in.
And I was about 30 years in. But I could still go today if I had to. I'm telling you, this diet's legit.
I guess you could say you can cut the mustard, huh?
Anyway, we wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for you. So, thanks.
I'm sure you'd have been fine with it without my help. Trey, I don't think I can say the same for you. You were kind of the drizzling craps back then, no offense.
No, it's true. And I wasn't just a drizzle. I was more like a torrential downpour of crap. Red was always ahead of me from the moment we started training.
You can use this credit card for whatever you need, but we keep the reward points. I'm about 10,000 short of a free trip to someplace warm, and you're gonna help me get there. Deal?
Got it.
We are gonna miss you so much.
When did you get there?
I just had to be close to you one more time. It feels like yesterday we got that call. There was a boy in Denver who was ready to be adopted, and now you're all grown up and going off to college. I just can't believe it.
I know. It's hard for me to believe, too.
We'll come visit soon, okay?
No, don't. I mean, a big part of college is learning independence, and if you're visiting all the time, then I'll never be able to do that.
Just be smart about the credit card, okay? Like, if there's a big keg party, put it all on the card and have everyone pay you back in cash. That way, I'll be headed for that free beach trip in no time. Hey, maybe we could go on spring break together.
Frank?
I have to go.
Okay, drive safe.
This is the part where you get out of the car.
Right. Call us when you get to school. We love you, Denver!
Do you believe this? We're finally doing it. Our very first list item. Train at the dungeon. Are you excited as I am?
I don't think that's possible, considering you've already had 3 energy drinks before we've even left town. But this is gonna be cool.
I know. Think about how many top superstars came through Calgary. The Hearts, Edge, Jake the Snake Roberts, Rowdy Roddy Piper, and we're next.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We have a long way to go. Sentences those legends.
Everyone has to start somewhere though, right? And the dungeon is a great place to start. I still can't believe your parents were okay with all this. What happened to them wanting you to go to college?
They changed their minds.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Huh. Well, that's good. Hey, pull over real quick.
Bathroom break already?
No, I want to show you something. See that sign? Our faces are going to be on it someday.
You really think we can become more famous than the inventor of the paper toilet seat cover? He put a lot of butts in seats.
And when we make it to WWE, so will we. Alright, time for a road trip game. If you could face anyone who trained in Calgary in a dream match, who would it be?
Isn't it a little early for road trip games? We still have like 2,000 miles to go.
Come on, I'll get you started with some options. How about Bret Hart, Jake the Snake, or Rowdy Roddy Piper? That would be so cool to face a legend like that. Could you imagine?
So you know when you're on a long drive to the next town and to pass the time, you start coming up with dream match scenarios? Well, these two facing each other is exactly that.
These are certainly two of the top names to ever pass through the Great White North.
When I'm on a long drive, I'm mostly just thinking about how grateful I am to be Byron free at the time.
You know you miss me.
Not a chance. Wicked body shot.
Big elbow.
Wasn't expecting that.
No, another reversal. Neither one of them are willing to give an inch here.
We have Bret Hart on the defensive.
He had to be prepared to take some damage tonight.
Oh, my God!
Wow, breathtaking.
Bret Hart is a master technician and an expert at wearing down opponents. It's important for a WWE superstar to try and establish a faster pace to the match.
Look, there aren't many things a superstar can do to get the advantage on Bret Hart, Cole. Despite Hart's athleticism, to keep up with a quick opponent, the Hitman prefers to operate at his own methodical pace.
Showing a lot of fury with these attacks.
His offense is second to none at times like this.
I'll add to my point about how a faster pace can benefit someone going up against Bret Hart, gentlemen. A more up-tempo pace can keep the Hitman guessing, thus making it harder for him to hit the target.
We've seen how difficult it is for superstars to keep up with Bret Hart's athleticism, but if they can keep moving, it'll be difficult for Bret to grab them in a hold and wear them down.
Oh, foot just stomping down. He's in control.
That was a rough landing there.
Here we go. Inverted DDT. Fight. Hart is showing signs that it could be ending soon.
Time's almost up. Yeah, he's being torn apart in there.
We've seen Bret Hart make some big comebacks before, and he'll need to do it again.
Yeah, that and a miracle.
Running senton. Cutter. He's got him down.
This is it.
And you got a near fall out of it.
Yeah, and the Hart bloodline is strong and resilient and never gives up.
Uh-oh. Wanted a little breather, I guess. He's bringing it back inside the ring now.
Boom! Right between the eyes.
Trap the arm. With the neck breaker. Running senton.
And Bret Hart slips out of harm's way.
So quick.
Oh, he knew that was coming.
Holy moly, amazing display of athleticism.
It's been a hard-hitting affair here tonight.
These competitors are going to have trouble walking on their own after this one.
Neck crank right now.
This is how you make your opponent pay.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh, this isn't going to end well for someone.
Going up top. And there's the reversal for Bret Hart.
Here we go.
Leg sweep. Nicely done. Great agility there. Kick right to the midsection. And guys, Bret Hart taking full advantage.
That's why you're the best analyst in the game, Corey. Great counter.
Impressive in-ring IQ on display.
This is a tough spot to find yourself in, that's for sure. More punishment to his head.
And the effects of assaults like this have a way of adding up in a hurry.
Evading.
Ready to attack. Just a step quicker.
Straight punch. Oh, Corey, he unloaded there. Spin kick to the midsection.
Woo-wee. Wicked body shot.
And there's the reversal for Bret Hart.
Wow, what a sequence. Oh, heel kick.
Right on point.
And Bret Hart slips out of harm's way.
So quick.
And the referee starts his 10 count. Face first. Gosh.
Watch out!
Bloody Bulldog. This arena has come unglued.
You can feel the foundation shifting with every turn in the match. Swinging neckbreaker connects.
Now that got those shoulders on the mat. Very curious move to go for a pinfall at this point.
He isn't going to go away that easy.
Oh, flipping the script on him there. He evades the attack.
And there's the reversal from Bret Hart. Watch out!
Bloody Bulldog.
Bret Hart knows what he's doing. But if it was me, I would not be taunting anybody right now.
Back suplex. The damage he's taken is starting to pile up.
It's nothing he hasn't been through before. Big punch finds its mark.
Situations like this usually don't end very pleasantly. Ooh, dropped right on their face.
Boom, what impact.
The cutter never ceases to amaze me.
His shoulders are down. Gets the shoulder up. Wow, what's it going to take?
I'm just as shocked as everyone else, Cole. He might have been waiting on that one. Hooked him.
DDT.
Oh, it's locked in.
Battling to get the upper hand.
Wow, that was just pure determination, Cole.
What a...
Forearms for the second rope. Bret Hart makes a cover. And only a 1 count.
Yeah, seemed to be just testing the waters a bit there.
Saw that one coming.
Oh. Cranking the neck of the opponent. Punishing. Showing some quickness.
And this match can change that fast.
These superstars must be feeding off the WWE Universe.
This place is starting to rock.
It's an Oku driver. Uh-oh. Shot to the back. Above the shoulders yet again here, guys. This could do it. Uh-oh. The cover. And this one's history. What a win. Take a look back at how the Hitman missed his target. Hearing every bit of that victory here tonight.
Looks like Bret's a...
This is it. The home of the famous dungeon. I swear, I can almost hear the wrestlers of the past groaning in pain.
That's my stomach. For the past 2 days, I've had nothing but moose jerky, maple puffs, and poutine.
Yikes.
Look, I just want to say, I know I've been a little skeptical, but now that we're here, I can see us doing this. I mean, once Bret Hart hears how far we drove, he's going to have no choice but to welcome us right in for training. So, thanks for pushing me on this.
Of course. Well, here we go.
Hey there. I bet you're here for Bret Hart, eh?
Hello. And yes, he's going to train us to be wrestlers. Eh? I'm not sure I'm using that correctly.
Is Bret home right now?
He is. Hang on a sec. Bret, 2 lovely people are here for wrestling training. He'll be right down. I'm sure he's just putting his tights on, gelling up his hair, finding his sunglasses. He's got to look the part, you know.
Of course.
So are you Bret's housekeeper?
Okay, seriously, guys? I'm messing with you.
So, Bret's not home.
No, and he hasn't been for years. The Harts don't live here anymore.
But you said...
This kind of thing happens like once a month, and I like to have a little fun when I break the news.
How is that fun? We just spent 3 days driving here.
And I gave myself severe stomach issues. At this point, we'd settle for one of the more obscure Hart brothers or even a distant cousin.
Like I said, none of them are here. You seem like nice kids. Stupid, but nice. Next time, do some research before you decide to drive all the way up here.
Jeez, so much for Canadian hospitality.
I thought you said you checked all this out online.
I did. I mean, I searched for dungeon in wrestling, and then some really weird stuff came up, and I kind of got sidetracked. Point being, don't look at my browser history. But hey, we came all the way here. We should at least get a picture. Can we do another one? I was making a weird face, probably on account of the stomach pain.
Maybe you were right about us trying to become wrestlers. We've already failed at the first thing on our list. And maybe we're not cut out for this.
Hey, wait, we can't just give up that easily. I have an idea!
So you drove all the way to Calgary thinking you were going to train with Bret Hart? I've done some stupid stuff in my life, but that takes the cake.
It wasn't our finest moment.
But since I had a dad who only looked at the rewards section on the credit card bill, we were able to stay in Calgary and learn from a former wrestler who, at least according to him, trained with the Harts back in the day.
I think he just ran next to one on a treadmill once.
So that's how you guys hooked up with Riley Flash.
Yeah. After striking out at the dungeon, it was kind of our only option.
Even though Riley can be a bit much sometimes, he gave us the foundation we needed to get here today.
He also gave us Ringworm with his dirty mats, but that's a whole other story.
Get your feet up on the turnbuckle. Push off and roll backwards. You can pin him like that. It's all right. Yeah, you did good. You did good. Catch your breath. We'll get him next time, all right? You good?
Guys, come here. We need to talk.
Is it about your disgusting ring mat? Because I feel like it's making me itch all over. Hey! What was that for?
For playing to an imaginary crowd. It cost you the match. Red, great job. Keep it up.
Remind me why I show up here every day to get tortured?
That's not torture if you're paying for it. Now, what I didn't tell you was that match was actually a tryout.
For what? Is WWE coming to town?
Not quite. It was a tryout for the local Winterfest that's coming up. The organizers asked me to put on a wrestling event.
That's great.
Who are we gonna face? I wouldn't mind a rematch against those two.
Slow down. After what I just saw, only one of you was ready for their first official match.
Sorry, Red. You'll get your chance soon.
Red's the one who's ready, not you, doughhead.
What?
When it comes to in-ring ability, Red's got you beat by a kilometer.
Isn't that less than a mile?
Oh, thanks for the conversion, Albert Asswipe. Bottom line, you're too focused on the entertainment side of things.
Well, maybe you weren't focused enough on the entertainment side of things. Didn't you only appear in WWE like 3 times?
4, if you count the time I helped carry Macho Man to the ring on his fancy chair gimmick.
You mean a sedan?
No, it was a chair, not a car. Either way, I was in WWE 4 more times than you'll ever be.
I'll make it there someday. It's on our list.
Oh, yeah, and someday I'm gonna poop golden nuggets. No offense, Red.
Whatever. You'll see. Congrats on getting your first match. You know I'll be there cheering you on.
Thanks. I know.
Speaking of cheering her on, since you like running your mouth so much, you can accompany her to the ring as a manager. That actually might be a better fit for you long term.
A manager? That's not what I'm here for.
You'll figure this out. I know it.
Oh, one more thing. I need to know what to call you so they can advertise the event.
Oh, that's easy. I'm sticking with Red. Kids started calling me that in high school because of my temper, but I'm gonna turn it into something positive.
Okay. And what about you? Sticking with Denver?
I don't know. Sounds too regional. And omelette-y.
I know. How about Albert Asswipe?
Nah.
Carl Botch, on account of all the moves you botch?
I like that one.
How about I pay tribute to my wonderful trainer and call myself Riley Flash Jr.?
Oh, that ain't happening. Do you have any other nicknames?
Trey!
No, don't listen to her.
I kind of like that. And you can spell it T-R-E, so it's kind of like 3 in Spanish, as in getting a 3 count to win a match. Which probably won't happen very often for you, but you get it, right?
Yeah, I get it.
Great. Then Trey it is.
Thanks a lot.
No problem, Trey. And hey, I just realized we can cross something off our list. Come up with awesome wrestling names.
I don't know about the awesome part. Man, I'm freezing. What are the chances I can bring this out to the ring with me?
0. But you should be plenty warm out there with all the hot air you produce.
Can't believe you didn't have a bigger career with singers like that.
Hi, sorry I'm late. I had to make like 7 connections to get here from Orlando.
Oh, hey, Peyton. No problem. I appreciate you doing me this favor. Red and Trey, this is Peyton Royce. We met when she trained here in Calgary, and now she recently signed with NXT.
So who am I facing tonight? And by the way, it's cold enough to freeze the tail off a brass kangaroo. Can I have this heater out there for my match?
Oh, sure thing, Peyton.
What?
You'll actually be facing Red tonight in her first ever match.
Wow, it's an honor. We actually watch you on NXT all the time. And at least when my friend Trey here isn't hogging the laptop and watching weird videos of who knows what.
She's kidding. I told you to stay out of my browser history.
Wait, did you say this is her first ever match?
Yeah, Red's only been training for about 3 months, but don't take her lightly, she's really good.
3 months? It took me longer than that to get here. And what kind of stupid name is Red? If anything, with your lack of experience, you should call yourself Green.
What? Anything she says with that accent is funny.
After I'm done with you tonight, you'll understand why they call me Red. Because all that pretty white snow out there will be stained red with your blood. And then every time it snows, the children who were here tonight will be reminded of the carnage they saw and refuse to go outside. And after you spend weeks in the hospital and are finally able to drag your broken body onto the airplane back to Orlando, the pilot will be so terrified by the sight of your mangled face, he will lose control of the plane, sending it crashing down to the earth.
Whoa. I think she got the point.
You have major issues.
What the heck was that?
The old hothead Red comes out when she gets angry. We've been working on dialing it back. I like the intensity, but just focus that on your match, okay? And if you can take a break while you're painting the snow red with Peyton's blood, maybe stop and soak everything in. This is your first match after all, which is a big deal. It's on our list.
Sorry. You're right, and I'm happy you'll be out there with me. I'm gonna go stretch.
Should I tell anyone with kids to leave?
Nah, she'll be fine. I hope.
Welcome to Winterfest 2015. As always, I'm your host, Gord Wilson. Yeah, this can't be worse than last year's Winterfest, eh? The good news is most of the victims of the wild moose attack have fully recovered. Since this is Red's first ever match, I put a few toonies on Peyton Royce to win. I've just been informed there is no gambling allowed at Winterfest. Jeez, that'll make the kids' sled races a lot less interesting. We'd like to thank our local sponsors, Secondhand Tukes, Larry Zamboni Driving School, and of course, Riley Flash's Wrestling Academy. Bring your ticket stub to Riley's for a free picture of Mr. Flash himself. Now, up to purchase of a commemorative frame for only $19.95. With that temper on Red, I would not want to be in Peyton's shoes right now. Also, they don't look very warm. I'm told Red's manager goes by the name of Trey and hopes to be a wrestler himself someday. You know, I wanted to be a big-time radio DJ, but sometimes your dreams don't work out and you end up announcing local rodeos, spelling bees, and... It looks like Peyton Royce might have this one in the bag, eh? Wait a second. Trey is finally doing something useful. Peyton Royce trained here in Calgary and is now an NXT superstar. You can watch her every week on the WWE Network, which recently turned 1 year old. That reminds me, my wife's birthday is tomorrow, and I didn't get her anything. Hey, Todd, run out and snag me as much Winterfest junk as you can for $20. I'll pay you back. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah. Welcome back, Peyton. It's clear Riley Flash has a gem of a student here with Red. He hasn't sent anyone to WWE yet, but... looks to be in trouble.
G'day, Peyton. Koalas are cute, but they have terrible personalities, kind of like you. And the Great Barrier Reef is more like the just okay Barrier Reef. And boomerangs are a sham. They never come back when you throw them. I really don't know that much else about Australia. Your chain of steakhouses is severely overrated.
Is originally from Australia, but spent a bit of time training here in Canada. I wonder if she now says, good night, Ray. Matches are over, be sure to check out the ice sculpture contest. It's the coolest art you'll ever see. And sorry, they made me say that. Yeah, there's still another great match coming up where you'll see Calgary's own Riley Flash take on a surprise opponent. I hear that Winterfest loosened up the old purse strings to bring this person in. Would have been nice if they did that for an announcer too, but I digress. This guy Trey on the outside is a bit squirrely, if you ask me. Might be a few ketchup chips short of a full bag, if you know what I'm saying. like a fire hose spraying. Except it wasn't the water coming out. What's that? Oh, right. There's little ones here. Let's get back to the match. Wow, these two are going at it like they're competing over the last jar of maple syrup at the supermarket before a big winter storm hits.
That was awesome! It was everything I've ever dreamed of. I'm numb with excitement, or maybe I'm just frozen, but either way, I get to cross 2 things off our list.
And you did it without emotionally scarring any children.
Wrestle first match and win first match.
Nice of your mate to help you out there tonight. Maybe if I see you again, I'll have some backup too.
I look forward to it.
By the way, I didn't really mean any of the things I said out there, especially about you having the personality of a koala. You're way more pleasant, and I'm actually a big fan of your people's blooming onions.
You're a total bogan.
Wait, is that a good thing?
I don't think so.
Congrats on your first win, Red. I knew you wouldn't let me down. And you're not going to either, Trey.
What do you mean?
It's been a last-minute change of plans. My surprise opponent for tonight was injured.
Is that who I think it is?
That's right. It's me, the King of Cuteville, Prince Pretty. Unfortunately, I slipped on some ice and stubbed my turning toe.
Your turning toe?
Yes, the most important toe. EI, the toe one uses to turn on a runway. Ugh, I can't stand non-models. Anyway, it's a shame all these uggos here tonight will no longer get to see me compete against Riley Flash. Not that it would have been much of a contest. I mean, look at this man.
I have let myself go.
He couldn't lace my boots on his best day. To be fair, some of my finer boots are slip-ons that don't have any laces, but you get the point.
Anyway, Trey, I need you to take Tyler's place against me.
I thought you said I wasn't ready.
You're not, but I liked what I saw from you out there during Red's match, and also I don't have any other options.
All right, I'll do it. First match.
Do you want a picture to commemorate this moment?
That'd be great.
Nailed it. I'll post it for you. Hashtag gorgeous.
You know about fashion.
Obviously. Go on.
Well, I already went out there once tonight, so I want a different look for my match against Riley Flash. Do you have any last-minute suggestions?
Ah, the classic quick change, as we models call it. Well, when I look at you, I see 3 options that fit the theme and location of this show. Now you're ready to chop down the competition.
Welcome back to Women Who Fight, where we cover everything from the world of women's professional wrestling and mixed martial arts. I'm your host, Robin Ray, along with my good friend and MMA junkie, Kit Lasco.
Hey.
So, Kit, I know you've been dying to talk about the Ronda Rousey situation, so have at it.
Well, look, everyone has already broken down Ronda's title loss to death, so I don't think there's any need to cover that, okay? But what I do want to talk about is who's next. Assuming Ronda is going to be out a while, who's the next big thing to come along in MMA and take over the division like Ronda did?
Oh, well, I was prepared to discuss upcoming opponents for Charlotte's Divas Championship, so don't ask me.
Okay, fine. Well, I'll just hit you with one name to remember. Brooklyn Von Braun.
Okay.
She was a state champion wrestler in high school who has recently made the transition to MMA, and she looked absolutely dominant in her first couple fights.
Brooklyn Von Braun.
Von Braun.
Von Braun. All right, got it. All right, so can we talk about Charlotte now?
Dude, we only spent like 10 seconds talking MMA. WWE always gets the majority of the show. What's up?
Well, it is my studio.
It's your parents' basement.
Yeah, that's been converted into a professional podcast studio.
Your mom brings us oatmeal cookies and lemonade.
Okay, do you not want her to do that?
No, I'm just saying we should be balanced with our coverage.
As always, Women Who Fight also applies to your 2 hosts. All right, let's just take a break and sort this out.
Yeah, whatever. Fine. I think I just heard the timer go off on the cookies anyway. They smell really good.
Yeah, see?
Wow, that's an interesting look.
You don't like it?
It's fine. It's just that maybe you should worry about the actual match, you know? I know you don't like to hear it when it comes from Riley, but he has a point. You might be too focused on everything other than what happens inside the ring.
People remember cool entrances and costumes. Entertainment is what makes wrestling great.
Wrestling makes wrestling great.
Well, there's more than one way to thread a needle.
Actually, there's only one opening on a needle, so...
Whatever, you know what I mean.
Anyway, what's more important is you're going to have your first match. So have a great one. And entrance, too.
Thanks.
Ward Wilson back again for Riley Flash taking on Trey. So this is the surprise opponent that Winterfest paid big bucks for? If you're a little confused, you're not alone. Even though you were probably expecting something other than this match, I've been just told Winterfest will not be issuing refunds. Sorry. We saw Trey out here earlier in Red's corner, but he looks a bit different now. And I'll leave it at that. Considering this is Trey's first official match, he doesn't look half bad. I mean, other than his outfit. Riley Flash has wrestled the who's who of popular superstars throughout his career. He never actually beat any of them, but who's keeping track? Is the student going to become the master here tonight? Probably not, but it still should be fun to watch. I'm not saying Trey's outmatched here tonight, but this is his first rodeo, literally. Be sure to check out the Winterfest calf roping competition later tonight. We've had some great wrestlers get their starts in Calgary over the years, and Trey's not one of them. At least not yet. And crazier things have... This is turning into a real kerfuffle. What's he doing, eh?
Help! Help! My tongue's stuck! Come on, I need some hot! Coco! Yeah! Hey, hold on! Come here! Help me out! Come here! Come on, help me!
Trey just got himself out of a sticky situation. But will he make it back into the ring before the 10 count?
9!
Injured tongue and all, this match will continue. Be sure to check out tomorrow afternoon's poutine eating contest. It's sure to be a slummy good time. That was only a 2 count, you hoser. What's this nincompoop doing? It doesn't happen very often, so enjoy it.
Hey, I want to thank everyone for coming out to the show. And also, it needs to be said that I had 2 students who had their very first matches tonight. Red, who beat Peyton Royce earlier. Isn't that incredible? And now Trey, who had a good effort on short notice, but got a little bit ahead of himself. We'll work on his counting. Trey, I'd let you have the mic, but I think you might be a bit tongue-tied. Give it up one more time for Trey.
What a night!
I'm thinking Pavone's to celebrate.
Isn't that place super expensive?
It's on me. Well, technically my parents, but we deserve it.
All right, I'm in. Now get that heat blasting.
That's weird. Gas is full. I'll call them back later.
Maybe they can help with the car. And we can tell them about our first matches.
No.
Hey, it's Red. You're on speaker.
Oh, hi there. Are you visiting Denver at college?
What?
Now's not really a good time.
Why? Is something wrong? Or are you having car trouble?
Yeah, we are. How'd you know that?
Just hang up.
Cut the crap. We remotely disabled the SUV because we know you're not at school, and we're pretty sure you never were. We got an alert about a substantial charge in Canada for something called Riley Flash's Wrestling Academy.
And then after we looked into it, we discovered charges for the past few months, including a crazy hotel bill, gas, food, clothes, you name it. Do you know how disappointed I was when I realized I was going to have to return all those reward points? I was this close to a free trip. This close!
It is not about the stupid points. We were hoping you'd come clean on your own about all of this, but I guess you're just gonna keep on lying.
Hey, wait. Look, this is what I want to do with my life, and no matter how many times I told you that, you still didn't support me, so I was pretty much forced to lie. Would you rather I be miserable at school?
Of course not, but you have to be realistic. You are never going to make it as a pro wrestler.
There's a better chance of me dating a supermodel.
Frank!
Which is impossible because your mom is stunning, and I would never date anyone else.
I will make it. And when I do, you'll wish you would have had my back before I was successful and famous.
It's not too late to try to put all this behind us. We'll activate the SUV if you come home now. Then I can try to get you re-enrolled in school for next semester.
You're gonna have to ship the car home, because I'm staying here to pursue my dreams. Maybe someday you'll understand that. Hey, wait! What are you doing? You're gonna get yourself killed.
I'd rather that happen than talk to you right now. Leave me alone.
Sorry, but I'm not going anywhere. We set out to do this together, and this doesn't change anything. I mean, other than the fact we now don't have a car or somewhere to sleep, but you know what I mean. I still want to do this if you do.
I appreciate your loyalty, but you lied to your parents and me about what we were doing here. And you basically sat back and let me steal from them.
Don't worry about the money. I'll pay them back. And I'm sorry, but you've always told me to take the advice from my birth parents' letter, right? About following my dreams? Well, that's all I was trying to do.
You didn't need to lie to do that.
It's the only way I could see this working. But I'll never keep a secret from you again, I promise. From now on, it's total honesty between the two of us, okay? You're gonna know everything, even how many times a month I shave my toes.
You shave your toes? Weird.
See? I'm an open book. So, no more secrets, okay?
I know he said no more secrets, but you can't tell him ours. It will ruin him. Okay. No more secrets.
So now what do? We're carless and without the credit card. Pretty soon we'll be homeless.
I think our only option is to hit the road and try to make some money on the indies. But we'll have to start roughing it like actual up-and-coming wrestlers.
You think we have enough cash for a new car?
I wouldn't say new. We managed to get a used car that fell under our budget, probably because it also fell under various recalls and safety violations.
Do we stick our phones in this slot? Nothing's happening.
I think that's a tape deck. This car doesn't exactly have the latest features. Roughing it, remember?
Right. So I'm assuming there's no Bluetooth.
No, but I did find an actual tooth in the trunk.
Shark or human?
Human, I think.
Lame.
Well, now that we have our extremely safe and luxurious ride that may or may not have had a body in the trunk at some point, where to? We do have Wrestle in Memphis on the list.
Assuming this piece of junk can make it that far, then I guess we're headed to the great state of South Carolina. That is where Memphis is, right?
Close. Maybe I should drive.
It's fine. I got this. Is that also a feature on older cars?
Nope. Don't think so. Catching up on old times has been great, but we should really get going. Besides, shouldn't we save some of this for our speech later?
But we just got through all the boring backstory stuff. It really starts to pick up from here.
I'm down for more.
Hey, guys. It's so good to see you. Congrats on the Hall of Fame. This is really happening.
It's not official yet. We have to actually make it to the building.
They're not going to start without you.
And even if they did, some of the speeches are so long, you'd still have plenty of time.
Great. We were just telling Pac all about how we got started.
Didn't we cross paths on an indie show early on in your career?
We did, at a minor league baseball stadium in Memphis, to be exact.
That's right. I knew you had it back then. Trey, not so much.
Why does everyone keep saying that?
Because you didn't know the difference between a wrist lock and a wristwatch?
Speaking of wristwatches, we really should get going.
From my experience, this day goes by pretty fast. So you really want to relax and soak in every moment.
Lita's right. When I got inducted with DX, everything just flew by.
Then let's get back to soaking. Lita, if my memory is correct, you were just in Memphis for an autograph signing, but Red had other plans.
So I just want to thank everyone in Memphis for coming out to the show. It's always great to be a part of these smaller events and connect with the people who have supported me for so many years. I'll be available for pictures and autographs starting in a few minutes. Don't be shy.
Hold on a second, can we cut the music? In the spirit of not being shy, I have something I want to say. Growing up, I was a huge fan of yours. Facing you in the ring is actually on this list I have. So I know you don't wrestle that much anymore, but I'll always regret this moment if I didn't ask. How about you skip the autograph session and go one-on-one with me right now?
I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but who are you?
I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but none of these people would be here paying you $10 an autograph if it wasn't for me working my butt off this past year in Memphis.
Look, I get it. You're young and hungry, and you probably think I'm the entitled Hall of Famer who just shows up to cash in on all your hard work. But it's not like that. I'm here to support you and the indie scene. I mean, I used to be you. And by the way, I still didn't get your name.
You'll hear the ring announcers say it after I beat you.
So you're not backing down, huh?
Like I said, you're on my list.
I'm sorry, everyone. But I'm gonna have to delay this autograph signing until after I win this match.
Skip Pilo here, bringing you all the action from the home field of the Memphis Sliders. I didn't expect to see Lita wrestle here tonight, but I also didn't expect my 27-year-old twin sons to still be living with me, so sometimes life throws you some real curveballs. temper on her. Actually reminds me of Slaughter's manager, Tex Phillips. Did you know Tex once threw a bat at a fan who was razzing him? That was the last time his dad was ever allowed in a game. True story. And just a reminder, the Sliders on the road will be back for a 6-game homestand next week. So come on out and support the home team. Or the away team. Just get your butt here and spend some money, okay? I have 2 27-year-old man children to feed, and this franchise is dying quicker than a house fire. I've seen Red wrestle a few times, and she never disappoints. Unlike the new slider stew the stadium's serving up. Word of advice, unless you want your next bathroom trip to end in a rundown, I suggest you avoid it. If Red can pull off the win over a WWE Hall of Famer like Lita, I guarantee she'll be getting a call up to the bigs in no time.
Good match, Red. I definitely knew Red's name after that night.
I was impressed Red was able to keep her composure and talk you into the match. Usually in those situations, she would lose her temper and go into hothead mode.
You're one to talk about keeping your composure after what you did that night.
Before my match, I have something very important I need to do. I've seen Ribby out here dancing with the kids all night, but I think I've got some pretty sweet moves myself, so how about Ribby and I find out who's better with the dance-off? All right, I'll go first. Hit me with some music. Okay, Ribby, top that. Okay, wait, I was holding back. Let me get another turn. Win the dance-off is on this list I have. I'm not crying. This was fixed. I demand a fair rematch.
Hey, no one wants to see any more of your terrible dance moves. What they want to see is me kicking your ass. I mean, what kind of stupid name is Trey anyway? I think a better name would be Crossword, because you enter the ring vertically and you leave horizontally. I mean, with a name like that, your parents must be the type of people who, when you look into their eyes, you see the back of their heads.
You can say whatever you want about me, but don't talk about my parents.
What's the matter? You should be proud of them. Because I heard they created more tragedies than Shakespeare.
Did you come out here to dust off every one of your dated one-liners? Or do you want to have a match?
Look, I'm just trying to entertain these people after your awful dancing. I mean, I've seen better moves in a blind chess match.
If you want to entertain them so bad, then how about we give them a match they weren't expecting?
Well, if you keep boring everyone, pretty soon we're going to have an empty arena match.
I was thinking something more along the lines of no DQ.
You know what? I'll take that, and I'll do you one better. I know you've only been in Memphis for about a year, but I think everyone will agree that's a year too long. So how about we make this a no DQ, loser leave town match? Come on, Crossword. What do you say?
It's fitting your last match in Memphis is going to be in a baseball stadium because you just made the biggest error of your life. Oh, come on. That was just as good, if not better, than one of his lame jokes. Oh, shut up, Ribby. After I send Lawler packing, I'm going to eat you for dinner.
All right, let's do this, Crossword. Crossword, crossword, crossword.
Kid Pila here again with a huge matchup of WWE Hall of Famer and Memphis legend, Jerry the King Lawler, taking on up-and-comer Trey. This is now a loser leaves town match. If Jerry Lawler ends up having to leave Memphis, the city would go into a deep depression. Emotionally speaking. Economically speaking, we'd probably be all right. It's the battle of the pile driver versus whatever Trey's finisher is. Honestly, I'm sure it's nowhere near as good as the pile driver. I know I'm supposed to be impartial, but Jerry the King Lawler is a hometown hero. Trey, if you somehow send the King packing, you might want to consider hitting the road too, for your own safety. Which reminds me, Slaughter Stadium is a safe space and will not tolerate bullying or threats of any kind. Thank you. who's gonna beat Ribby in a dance-off. That John Piece of Meat has got some sweet and saucy moves. Trey might be younger and quicker, but the King has a significant edge when it comes to experience, and not to mention the support of the home crowd. Come on, King! Get him! Beat that butt! This match reminds me of the Memphis Sliders rivalry with the Little Rock Boulders. A spirited contest with lots of brawling, and at the end of the night, the losers leave town. That's right, Little Rock. I just called you a bunch of losers. Sorry, mine gotten a bit carried away there. Apologies to any fans in attendance who made the drive over from Little Rock. Beautiful city. Twin Sons into a losers leave home match. But I'm getting off track. Let's get back to the ring. This match has all the pressure of a winner-take-all playoff game. Not that I would know, since the Sliders are real doormats. There's always next year. I hear Trey got his start up in Calgary. And after this match, hopefully he'll be on his way back there. Let's go, King! Let's go, King! Let's go, King! Let's go, King! These two are throwing heat right up in each other's kitchens, trying to avoid the Grand Slam. I know I'm doing a lot of bad baseball puns tonight, folks, but that's all I got. Elected mayor of Memphis going up against a man who's only been in town for about a year. I think you know who has our vote. These two are trying to knock each other out of the park. When it comes to winning matches in Memphis, Jerry the King Lawler is pretty much batting 1,000. Let's hope he keeps that average up tonight. When you consider the match we had earlier between Red and Lita and now this contest, it's quite the doubleheader. It's up to these two to get the job done. There's no pinch wrestler coming in to replace them. And here's your winner of the Loser Leaves Town match, Trey. Dang it.
Look, I'm glad you won. I mean, you beat a legend, a WWE Hall of Famer, and that's huge. But you were out there playing with our careers just because you were too worried about a stupid dance-off, which allowed Lawler to get in your head.
I'm sorry I let King bait me into that match. Just, he was saying stuff about my parents and I lost my cool. You should get that.
Believe me, I do. But that's what Lawler does. He's made an entire career out of it. He had no idea you're adopted.
Good thing. I'm sure he would have had a field day with that.
Let's just move on from this. Apology accepted, okay?
What would have happened if I lost? Would you have stayed here in Memphis without me?
No. We're a package deal. Wherever you go, I go. But I'm glad that didn't happen. I'm having too much fun here. I mean, I just beat Lita.
I know, tonight was crazy. Do we have beat 2 Hall of Famers in one night on our list? If not, we should add it.
Hey, good match, kid. I didn't know what to expect after you lost to a giant rib in a dance-off, but you really brought it when it mattered.
Thanks. Sorry you have to leave Memphis now. I know you're a legend here, so that's gotta be tough.
Are you kidding? I'm not going anywhere. Do you know how many loser-leave-town matches I've lost in Memphis over the years? Well, not that many, actually. But still, that wasn't official. We never signed anything, did we?
No, I guess not.
Well, then there's your answer. Hey, you two have dinner plans?
No, why?
Well, you should stop by my restaurant. We have really good ribs.
Well, pretty soon we're gonna have an empty arena match. Red and I ended up having a good run in Memphis, but eventually we wanted to check out some of the other indie hotspots around the country. And after a year or so of bouncing around, we made a name for ourselves in LA, where the indie scene was really taking off.
That's it. I'm leaving without you.
You can't do that. We're a package deal, remember? Besides, look who's headed our way.
Great.
I was wondering if she'd show up.
Relax. I'm not here to start anything, so don't get your collective skivvies in a bunch. This is the one day to put any past differences aside and honor your achievements, so congratulations. You've earned everything that's coming to you tonight.
What was that?
Maybe she has a conscience after all.
I seriously doubt that.
Forget her. Let's get back to your story. I think LA was where I first saw you two wrestle in person. Remember? We ended up having that series of matches against each other.
How could I forget? It led to one of the most embarrassing nights of my career. We'd battled each other in just about every type of match, except for one that also happened to be on the list. Wrestle in a crybaby match. And since you had the first and only crybaby match with Razor Ramon back in the day, this was the perfect time to cross it off.
Tickets go on sale for next month's event this Wednesday. This show sold out in 5 minutes, so good luck getting one. Wearing wrestling masks must remove their masks first. We need to see your face to check your ID, people. As always, we ask you to please clean up after yourself. If you don't, we'll have to hire a cleaning crew and raise ticket prices. And nobody wants that. announcing that before.
Sorry I put your friend in a diaper. There was no way I was going to let that happen to me again.
Maybe it'll teach him to stop putting ridiculous things on our list, but probably not.
Hey, this isn't public knowledge yet, so keep it on the DL. The WWE is going to be holding an all-women's tournament later this year.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they're calling it the Mae Young Classic. Triple H asked me to keep an eye out for talent, so I'll be watching your match tonight against Candice LeRae. Don't hold back.
I never do.
Oh, this stuff's all in my eyes. I can't see. I think I'm going blind.
I don't know why he's so cranky. I fed him and changed his diaper.
Any chance you can babysit during my match?
Update on the collapsed crane situation? It still sucks. Both sides of the 405 remain closed. If you don't live nearby in the valley, you might as well sleep in your car, if it hasn't been broken into. Just a not-so-friendly reminder, there is no smoking allowed in the building. If we get fined, you pay it. Plus, it's gross. has requests to do birthday announcements, and the answer is no. This isn't a baseball game, people. We've been informed that a guy here has lost his wedding ring. If you find it, please turn it in, or just pawn it. I don't care. Please leave our celebrity guests alone. They know you're big fans of their movies and TV shows. Just let them watch the match. As always, we are not responsible for any injuries sustained while at our show. Besides, wouldn't a scar be the coolest souvenir you could get? I just want to get the small check down. We have recycling bins for a reason. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Pick the can out of the trash and put it in the recycle bin. Is that so hard? Thank you. Update on the collapsed crane situation? It still sucks. Both sides of the 405 remain closed. If you don't live nearby in the valley, you might as well sleep in your car, if it hasn't been broken into. Not so friendly reminder, there is no smoking allowed in the building. If we get fined, you pay it. Plus it's gross. FYI, we've gotten requests to do birthday announcements, and the answer is no. This isn't a baseball game, people. We've been informed that a guy here has lost his wedding ring. If you find it, please turn it in, or just pawn it. I don't care. Seriously, please leave our celebrity guests alone. They know you're big fans of their movies and TV shows. Just let them watch the match.
It's not an emergency or anything. I just want to get the small check down.
two are great, so I wish I could recommend you both for the Mae Young Classic.